woman unexpectedly woke up after a long sleep lasting 32 years. This is a strange phenomenon that modern science still cannot explain. Greetings, esteemed listeners of Mysterious Universe. My dear friend, this world still holds countless wonders that we have yet to explore, and that is an undeniable truth. We could spend a lifetime studying science and history, yet there would still be countless things we could never fully comprehend. It's not just about new discoveries. Even the mysterious tales and legends, which once seemed purely fictional, remain unsolved mysteries to this day. For example, the story of the woman who woke up after 32 years in a deep sleep. Do you believe this is a true story? In your opinion, could this merely be an elaborately staged play? Mysterious Universe. The Long, Mysterious Sleep. Carolina Orson, born in 1842 in Sweden, lived an extraordinary life with a mysterious sleep disorder. At the age of 13, she fell into a deep sleep and slept for the next 32 years. Her condition has captured the attention of both the medical community and the public, giving rise to numerous theories and speculations about its underlying cause and potential remedies. After decades lost in a long slumber, Carolina Orson's family never stopped caring for her, clinging to the fragile hope that she would one day awaken. Sleeping Beauty. To this day, Carolina's strange life remains a major question mark for the scientific community. This makes people believe that some mysterious force has created this strange phenomenon. Medical experts from various specialties are all perplexed by her health condition, because it challenged conventional understanding of sleep disorders and also pushed the limits of human resilience. Even though we are aware that her health condition has caused the family to suffer many losses, both materially and emotionally, commanding public presence has piqued the scientific community, and promote research to explore the complexity of sleep and its impacts on human health. Her case remains to this day a haunting cautionary tale about a mysterious and often misunderstood sleep disorder. What caused the woman's sleep to last for more than 30 years? Carolina's family was poor and lived on an isolated island where there were no doctors. Initially, my family sought support from the small community where we lived. Because of their impoverished circumstances and inability to afford the hospital fees, their kind neighbors raised money to have a doctor come examine her. After the examination, the doctor concluded that she had fallen into a coma and required further monitoring and testing. He continued to treat Carolina for a year, while also striving to persuade the medical community to support and search for a cure for her. Many doctors visited her home and provided direct medical examinations for Carolina. A surprising fact is that during that period, the girl's hair and nails seemed to stop growing. Moreover, she did not lose any weight despite the fact that her daily diet consisted of only 2 glasses of milk. In the year he turned 6, 1882, Harry Ronald Goh moved with his parents to the city of Oskarshamn. After the doctor suggested electroshock therapy to resuscitate her, condition still showed no signs of improvement. Carolina. The doctors said there was nothing more they could do. The family could only wait and pray for a miracle. Determining the cause of Carolina Oskarshamn's unprecedented level of sleepiness proved to be an immensely difficult task. For the medical professionals of that era, several hypotheses have been put forward, including those related to neurological issues, psychological trauma and hormonal imbalance. Carolina's deep sleep was a manifestation of sleep paralysis caused by neurological issues, a state characterized by periods of immobility and unresponsiveness. This explanation, although widely debated, however, a comprehensive assessment of her condition could not be provided, because it doesn't account for the fact that her sleep cycles are of an unusual length. While Carolina slept soundly, her parents endured immense anxiety. When the daughter did not regain consciousness after days of lying unconscious in bed, and no one could wake her up, they sought assistance from healthcare workers. The lack of specific information about Carolina's case has highlighted the existing challenges that medical experts face in diagnosing and treating highly complex and rare disorders. The passage also emphasizes the importance of continuous research and advancements in the field of sleep, to further clarify these special cases and provide support solutions for those experiencing similar issues. Her condition ignited a wave of scientific research and exploration, leading to a deeper understanding of sleep disorders and their physiological and psychological impacts. Her case opened the door to understanding the complexities of expatriate women, the role of the brain and factors influencing the sleep-wake cycle. The Awakening. Years later, when one of her older brothers passed away, she was seen weeping, yet there was no indication that she would ever emerge from the abyss of despair. Her mother had also passed away in 1904, and a maid was hired to take care of Carolina on the sand. On April 14, 1908, the maid entered Carolina's room and found her weeping, collapsed on the floor. Carolina finally awoke after a long, 32-year slumber. What's remarkable is that although Carolina was 46 years old when she woke up, middle-aged, her husband remained much younger than his actual age. When she woke up, she didn't look like a middle-aged woman at all, but appeared much younger, seeming only about 25 to 30 years old. This was yet another puzzling detail that made the story even more mysterious. News of Carolina regaining consciousness has also sparked public interest in various aspects of her story. Reporters, doctors, and many others visited her family's home, simply out of curiosity. However, Carolina could not provide any information, nor did she remember anything from her 32 years of deep sleep. Carolina's case appears to be one of a kind, as no one has ever been found in this condition for so long. However, not everything was rosy after that long slumber. Many people suspect that Carolina is a fraud, believing that her sleeping for 32 years is just a story fabricated by her family to attract attention. They didn't believe she could survive all those years on just milk and sugar. Carolina underwent a comprehensive health checkup, and the results showed that all her indicators were normal with no signs of any abnormalities. Her energy was that of a young, intelligent woman, yet it was clear she knew very little about her country's history. This can be explained by the fact that Carolina has been living 32 years behind the outside world. Her story continues to be told as a reminder of the complexities of sleep disorders. And the relentless pursuit of knowledge in the field of medicine is absolutely essential. Carolina's legacy serves as a call to action, compelling us to relentlessly research and advance our understanding and treatment of sleep disorders. Her case deserves to become a beacon of hope for those unfortunate enough to suffer from similar illnesses, inspiring healthcare professionals and scientists to explore breakthrough therapies, providing solutions to help improve sleep-related issues. And alongside that story, she had another equally fascinating extraordinary experience, the journey of a schoolgirl to another planet. The story begins with a high school girl named Paula Jean, a young woman of just 18 springs. On December 1, 1946, she was a sophomore at Bennington College in the United States. Bin's roommate reported to the police that she had gone hiking and had not returned. Immediately, the authorities launched a search along the 435-kilometer-long train trail. The refrigerated truck from Vermont had reached the Canadian border, where some local residents reported seeing the girl. However, they did not find any clues. Subsequently, police received a tip from a waitress in Massachusetts who had served a girl exhibiting extreme agitation, consistent with the Paula brand's identity. After learning this information, Paula's father disappeared for 36 hours. It is believed he went to search for clues about his daughter. But that very strange action made him the prime suspect in Paula's disappearance. Next, stories about Paula's family life began to circulate, bearing almost no resemblance to how her parents, Kai, had usually described it. It was clear that Paula had not come home for Thanksgiving the previous week, perhaps because she felt anxious about the rift with her father. On the other hand, Paula's father hypothesized that his daughter might have been so infatuated with a certain man that she became blind to reality, making it highly likely that this man was the suspicious scammer. 10 years later, a local man in Bennington, Vermont, twice boasted to his friends that he knew where Paula's body was buried. However, he couldn't lead the police to the scene, as there was no evidence of a crime, no body, and no forensic clues whatsoever. The assistant's role is becoming increasingly enigmatic, even bordering on esoteric theories. Bennington Range. Following that logic, they returned Paula to her own world. In your opinion, what is the actual truth of this story? Don't hesitate to leave your comment below. Now, it's time to say goodbye. I look forward to seeing everyone in my next shares.